Chapter 11: Force, Work and Energy. Learning Objectives. What is force? Types of force. Work. Simple machines. Energy. Sources of energy. What is force? What do you do to open a door, ride a bicycle, kick a ball, move a swing, stop a moving object? In all the above circumstances, we use force in its different forms to do different activities. When opening a door, we use force to either push it or pull it with our hands. Similarly, force is used to kick a ball or move a swing. Thus, we can say that push or pull are the different forms of force that we use to do different activities. Force can move an object, stop a moving object, change the direction of a moving object, change the shape of an object, change the speed of a moving object. Types of forces. Let us explore more about them. Muscular force. The force exerted by the muscles of our body is called muscular force. Force exerted to push or pull a trolley is muscular force. When you lift your bag, you use muscular force. Mechanical force. The force generated by the means of a machine is known as mechanical force. When a car is turned on, its engine creates a mechanical force that helps the car to move. Elastic force. The property of any material to return to its original shape after being stretched is called elasticity. As you stretch or compress an elastic material, it regains its original shape. This force is called elastic force. Elastic force is used in a catapult. Gravitational force. The force by which the earth pulls an object towards itself is called gravitational force or gravity. When an apple falls from a tree, it moves directly to the earth instead of going up in the air. This is because the gravity of the earth pulls it downwards. Frictional force. A moving body slows down or stops on its own due to frictional force. Place a ball on the floor and push it with your finger. The ball starts moving. It moves up to a certain distance, then slows down and finally stops. This happens because the force of friction acts in the opposite direction of the movement of the ball. Friction acts when the surface of one object comes in contact with the surface of another object. Work. Work is said to be done when we use force to move an object from its position. According to science, if we apply force on the object but there is no movement, we do not do any work. If we stand at a place with a load on our head, even for a whole day, it cannot be considered as work because there is no movement of the load. Work is done when a load is lifted and carried to a place, when a window is opened or closed, or when a flag is hoisted. Work is done when a cart is pulled or a bucket is lifted. Work is calculated by the formula given below. Work done equals force applied on the object multiplied by distance moved by the object. Simple machines. Different type of tools are used to do some work. We use a bottle opener to open the metal cap of a soft drink bottle. We cannot open it with our bare hands. To cut fruits and vegetables, we use a knife. These tools are called simple machines. They enable us to work easily, quickly, and with less effort. Lever, pulley, wheel and axle, inclined plane, screw, and wedge are some examples of simple machines. Lever. A lever is a simple machine that can be used for cutting things, lifting weights, and opening the lids. Scissors, bottle openers, and seesaw are examples of lever. Pulley. A pulley is made up of wheel and a rope. It is used to lift loads. In villages, people use a pulley for drawing water out of the wells. A pulley is also used in elevators, flagpoles, exercise equipments, etc. Wheel and axle. A wheel and axle is a combination of two circular objects of different sizes. The wheel is the larger object which rotates around the axle, which is the smaller object. It helps objects to move or to change their directions. Steering wheel in vehicles, pedals of bicycles, etc. are some examples of wheel and axle. Inclined plane. An inclined plane is a slope or a slanted surface over which a heavy object can be pushed up or down. Its one end is higher than the other. A plank of wood is used to load heavy things onto trucks. Slides and slanted roads are also examples of inclined plane. Screw. A screw is an inclined plane wrapped around a cylindrical shape. It looks like a nail with grooves. It is used to hold objects together. Jar lid and drill are some examples of screw. Wedge. A wedge is made up of two inclined planes attached to each other back to back. These planes meet to form a sharp edge in front and a blunt part at the back. This is used to cut hard things and split them. Knives, axes, etc. are examples of a wedge. Energy. Energy is defined as the capacity to do work. We need energy to use force. All living things need energy to live. We need energy for everything we do. Breathe, run, play, push a chair, etc. A car needs energy to move. Cooking food requires energy. Changing water to water vapor requires energy. Different forms of energy. We use different forms of energy in our daily life. Energy is available in different forms such as muscular, heat, electrical, magnetic, sound. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It only changes from one form to another. When we play a guitar, our muscular energy is changed to sound energy. When we light a fire, it changes chemical energy into heat and light energy. In turbines, water energy is changed into electrical energy when fast flowing water turns on the turbine. Fuels like coal, oil, and wood have chemical energy. This chemical energy is released as heat and light energy when we burn them. Sources of energy. We obtain energy from different sources. Some important sources of energy are given below. Solar energy. The sun is our main source of energy. It gives us heat and light. Plants use the light of the sun to make food for all living things. When living things eat food, they get energy to stay alive and do work. All living things are dependent on the sun for their energy needs. The energy given out by sun is called solar energy. Wind energy. The air that blows as wind has energy which is used to run windmills or sailboats. A windmill uses the force of moving air, wind, to generate electricity and draw underground water. Water energy. Water that flows down the hills has enough energy to turn the huge wheels of grinding mills or turbines in dams. Dams use the force of fast flowing water to generate electricity. Atomic energy. When an atom, the smallest particle of matter, is split apart, a very strong energy is produced. This is called atomic energy. It can be constructive or destructive based on how it is used. It can generate electricity. It is used to make atom bombs, but they cause widespread destruction. Geothermal energy. Another important source of energy is the hot interior of the earth. Hot rocks in the earth's core emit heat which causes steam and pressure to escape to the earth's surface. This steam is used to run turbines and produce electricity. This is called geothermal energy. Keywords: force, a push or pull that makes an object move or stop moving. Work, when force applied on a body makes it move or change direction. Simple machine, a tool that makes our work easier. Energy, capacity of an object to do work. Chapter Roundup. Work is done when force moves an object or changes its direction. Force is used to move an object, stop or slow down a moving object, change the direction of a moving object, change the shape and size of a moving object, etc. Simple machines are tools that make our work easier and faster. Types of simple machines are lever, pulley, wheel and axle, inclined plane, screw, and wedge. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be changed from one kind of energy to another. Sun, atoms, wind, water, and hot interior of earth are some sources of energy.